Yes, guys, welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102. It's been a while, but we have a player profile for you. This is a request. The name escapes me who requested it. Apologies in that respect. But nevertheless, that you see right in front of you, the big, beastly striker, particularly in CM, Patrick Kluivert. I was a really big fan of Patrick Kluivert in real life. I thought he was a great player. I think he was really unlucky in terms of real life because I think he suffered with a lot of injuries. And obviously, from a CM perspective, they didn't really have his injury-prone high. So you'll see that I fired up a game over 10 years into it, so we can have a good insight into how he performs within CM. But we will start initially with the real deal, Patrick Kluivert, in reality, 47 years of age now. Now, this is interesting because I did a little bit of digging on this and I never knew, right, that he first started out youth career. I mean, a lot of pros, they start out with a youth career, majority of them. And I think this is great to see, but he started out at the age of 7 playing for, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, am I? You know, I wrote it down, Schwellenwood? Schwellenwood, is that how you pronounce it? But it's funny, really, because he was there for a year at the age of 7 until 1984, where he was then snapped up by Ajax from 84 to 94. I think that's quite fucking remarkable, to be honest with you. 18 years of age, he broke into the Ajax team. So from 94 to 97, 70 appearances, 39 goals. That is a pretty good fucking record, to be fair, for someone so young. And of course, he then got a massive move. 1997, he got the move to AC Milan. Probably didn't work out like he wanted to in 97 to 98. Milan, 20-odd guys, 25, 26, 27, games, and only 6 mingy goals. Nevertheless, in 1998, so he was only at Milan for barely a season, he made the move to the Giants, where he starts in CM, of course, Barcelona. Barcelona, where he managed 182 games, 90 goals, and plagued a lot by injuries. No doubt about that, And I think, injuries aside, it's almost one every other game. You can't grumble at that in theory. I mean, that probably should have been a lot more. And I always remember in 2004, when Newcastle bought him, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I knew a lot about him from a CM perspective and from my own knowledge, and I was like, wow. But then in Newcastle, 04 to 05, only 25 games, only 6 goals, the same amount of goals that he got at AC Milan. And he was only at Newcastle for a year. I mean, he was, what was he? He was 28 at Newcastle. So I felt maybe his injuries are behind him. 28 years of age. This could be an absolute monster for Newcastle United. This is a new Alan Shearer, but wasn't to be. 2005, he returned to Spain to go to Valencia. That didn't prove very successful. 10 games, 1 goal. 2006, he returns to Holland. Surprisingly, to the big rivals of Ajax, he returns to PSV. 16 games, 3 goals, plagued by injuries. 2007, moves to Lille in France. 13 games, 4 goals. Finishes in 2008, retires in 2008. So he retires at the age of 32, and it was really injuries that sort of gave him an early retirement, because it was a shame. I mean, in total, over 340 odd games, and one shy of 150 goals. Now, I've said this before about other players. From the international perspective, he did it all. He went through them. 1990, the Netherlands under 16s. In 91 to 92, under 17s. 92 still, the under 18s. 92 to 94, the under 19s. And then from 94, where he made his senior debut, right through to 2004, 79 games for Holland, 40 goals. So virtually won every other game. I think he's got a great record for the Netherlands. And like I said, it just falls back to injuries, really. So when he finished at Lille in his playing career, 2008, he went to AZ as the assistant for 2 years. Don't quote me if he was sacked or if he left. I didn't dig that up. But in 2010, he moved to Brisbane Roar. I don't even know who Brisbane Roar are, other than they're an Australian professional club. Now, I'm just thinking, right, 2000, I would imagine there was a lot of money circulating in Australia. I know they had a stint where there was lots of money. So he was there as an assistant, but he weren't there for long. He weren't there for long because in the same year, 2010, he moved to NEC in Holland as the assistant. In 2011, he moved to Jong Twente. Now, Jong Twente are just sort of the second team of FC Twente, basically. I think that's Jong is sort of second select, isn't he? I think Ajax have it. And I think he was manager there. 2012 to 14, he was a Netherlands assistant. 2015 to 16, he was a manager of Curacao. 2016, so he left Curacao. He was the Ajax youth manager. He really got around, didn't he? And he didn't stay anywhere long. 2018 to 19, he was the assistant for Cameroon. So went a little bit far afield. 2021, he returned to Curacao as the interim manager. And in 2023, and I believe this could be to present, he is the Adana Demirspor manager in Turkey. Now, I believe he's still there. I could be wrong on that, so apologies if I got that wrong. So, he really has got around, hasn't he? He has got around, and like I said, you know, it was great to see him, in England. I think, you know, it was wonderful to see him in England. So, let's go back to CM now then. You look at his stats. His stats are a lot better than that. Remember, he's 35. Now, bear in mind, right? Hang on, let me just think. This is a playable league, so look how well he's done in 9 games, 5 goals, 800, 35 years of age. And just to give you a blast now of just how well he does, here you go. So let's start from 01 then, where he starts at Barcelona. Fantastic first season, 836, 46 games, 34 goals. Again, Barcelona, maybe not as many goals, but still a hell of an average rating over the 8 mark. Barcelona again, superb. 05 to 06, 794, 06 to 07, 804, 07 to 08, 812. Got the move to Lazio. Again, very, very prolific at Lazio. A free transfer to Arsenal. Of course, you've got to think to yourself now, this is last season, so he's 34. Look how well he did last season at the age of 34. Look how well he did at the age of 33 there at Lazio. That is fucking phenomenal. Arsenal, brilliant so far. Brilliant. So he is really, really prolific. And as I said, he's got an injury prone of 7 in this particular save. And we can have a rough look at his injury record over the last 11 years. Nothing really too serious. A month here and there. There you see, he went 3 years without injury, which was pretty decent. And, you know, I think anybody with an injury prone of something like 7, you're looking good. And he really is good. So that's it from me. That is Patrick Kluivert. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've got anyone you want to add, let me know. Till next time, take it easy, guys.